Long ago, before time was counted and before the plains teemed with life, the earth was still and bare. The rivers had not yet sung, the trees had not yet danced in the wind, and the people wandered the land with empty hands and hollow bellies. But above the earth, in the endless sky, lived Enkai, the great sky god, creator of all things, keeper of the rain, and the bringer of life. Enkai watched over the people with love, his heart stirred by their suffering. They are my children, and they hunger. It is time I give them the gift of life. Enkai reached into the sky and braided a sacred leather rope, long and strong, binding heaven to earth. And through this rope, he began to lower cattle to his beloved children. One by one, majestic cows, bulls, and calves descended from the sky. Their hooves touched the red earth, and the land began to breathe with life. Their bells rang like sacred music. The people rejoiced. They danced around the cattle, their faces lifted to Enkai with gratitude. At last, they had milk to drink, hides to cover their bodies, and warmth beside their herds. To the Maasai, the cattle were not animals. They were a divine inheritance, a living link to the sky god himself. But not all who walked the earth were thankful. From the edges of the land, a different people, the Dorobo, watched with growing envy. They saw the endless herds descending from the sky and felt bitterness take root in their hearts. "Why should the Maasai be favored?" they whispered. "Why should they have the cattle while we have nothing?" And so, in the darkness of their jealousy, they plotted. One night, while the Maasai sang and danced, the Dorobo crept to the sacred rope. With one swift stroke they cut it. The sky trembled. The rope snapped and coiled back into the heavens like a wounded serpent. The people cried out, "Enkai! Enkai! Bring back the rope! Bring back your cattle!" But it was too late. The connection between heaven and earth was severed forever. Enkai saw what had been done. Sorrow filled his heart, not with anger, but with silence. He withdrew into the clouds, no longer sending cattle, no longer speaking. The earth, once vibrant with music and milk, fell quiet. But Enkai had not abandoned the Maasai. The herds already given remained with them, thriving. And the Maasai knew, these cattle were not just animals. They were sacred beings, touched by God. From that day on, the Maasai became the chosen keepers of the cattle. They moved with them, lived beside them, honored them in song, and spoke to them with love. And to this very day, they tell the story to their children. Cattle are our gift from Enkai. All the cattle in the world were meant for the Maasai. We are their guardians, not owners, but protectors. As long as the cattle walk the earth, the Maasai believe, the spirit of Enkai still watches from the sky. And in every hoofbeat, Enkai's promise lives on.